Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Wild Arms 3 and recording it all on VHS. Unfortunately, last time I had a lot of audio issues with the latter half of my recording, so I had to cut the episode in half. So let's go ahead and get started. And here is our big stumpy boy. Impressive looking dude. So, yeah, this is Bryce from the future that's trying to redub over the recorded video. So, hey, his name is Humbaba. So, went for the standard start here. Doing some shoots, checking some weaknesses. Right, he is weak to every element, and worth real good money, real good experience. At this point, just trying to get things out of the way of those general boss, getting our double experience, getting our double money. So something I pointed out there was Virginia. On Virginia, I was scrolling around the menu a lot. I've been playing a lot of different games, and every time I play a game that doesn't have like a page skip in the menu system, it really bums me out. I've been switching between a lot of different games lately. And yeah, every time it's just like, well, can't page skip in this menu, or what are the buttons to do with a page skip? Right, the stench of death. This is the point where I started to worry. Oh, that is such a good chunk of damage. And then there's the Humbaba curse, which is, unfortunately, just straight up instant death. Luckily, Clive has, I think it's focus is what gives him the immunity to instant death, and Jet, I think, just happened to have the fallen status. Yeah, there's focus. That's what's protecting us. For Clive, at least. So I was saying last time that I kind of wish I could, turn off the battle animations, and I find, watching this back, it's only true because I'm recording this for an audience. Watching this back, I really do find the battle animations, really interesting, and pretty entertaining. Maybe it's just the watching it back aspect. I can speak. But yeah, the battle animations are really solid. The camera's really dynamic, and there's some really cool stuff here. But it is very much like knowing I'm recording this for somebody else to watch. It's just I can really feel every time that's all right, we're gonna be stuck in this battle for a while. I mean, that's true for the gameplay as well. So maybe it's just watching it back that the animations aren't as getting on my nerves, but I definitely would want to see them during a boss battle. Alright, at this point we are looking to see who has what spells, basically. I couldn't remember if Virginia or Gallows had the status effect protection spell. Which, either way, it doesn't do a whole lot of good when I have no FP. And just in time, after getting back up on her feet and healing up, another Humbaba curse. So at this point, it's become clear. It's like there's 2 turns of his attacks. So it's like I had a turn to revive Virginia, heal Virginia, and then revive and heal Gallows. So at this point, it's hoping hoping things go consistently for the next round of that. It's at this point just trying to figure out how to break the loop of just getting people back on their feet and then immediately having them die. So we spent round 1 getting people back on their feet. Throwing around the idea of using a Mani Carrot on Gallows to get him going, so that he could drop out or drop the status effect protection on us. In the end, just went for the damage. But also realizing I probably should have had Virginia guard anyway because she gets so much FP from it, but at the same time, maybe not. So it's at this point, surely I have something to deal with Fallen, but we did find these amulets earlier, or an amulet at least, and we've got 4 of them. And I really hate to throw equipment on, because it's that, it's such a lossy thing of, like, putting on equipment, you can't remove it. It can only be overridden. I mean, I guess you can remove it, but it just destroys it. So, once it's there, it's stuck there permanently. And since the amulet protects against statuses while guarding, that makes it a pretty good addition, but you know, I only have 4 of these things. I don't know how many more I'm going to find. And it is like the last slot on this medium, but that's Terror Roar. It's pretty much dedicated to Virginia. Aqua was pretty much dedicated to staying on Gallows. And then, of course, you know, classic shuffling of points to fit in the new thing. But turns out Status Guard only cost 1 point. Which is that's a good deal. Like, that was quite the discovery of just like, oh hey, this just takes 1 point, cool. And there we go, we got status guard, so we can guard to not die. Which, honestly, that's a pretty good ability. I was going to be so mad if that didn't work. And of course, I was one shot away from killing it anyway. And we get a Holy Grail, which protects against Fallen. So, there we go. And one great big pile of experience and money. Huh. Must have been a monster who made abandoned laboratory its home. I think I just heard someone laughing. At this point, the spinning camera is just like, I'm not sure which door I came in through. This is the last place I visited with my professor when I was a fledgling archaeologist. And also the place where my professor gave me an important assignment I must complete. It was just as you advocated, Professor. The cause of Filgaia's decay lies not in the ancient past, but in recent years. But it may still be quite difficult to create a future for this planet, so please, give me a little more time. Thank you. Let us return. Who knows when this place may collapse. I leave the rest in your hands, young one. Thank you, Bearlets. There is not enough power in the generator for the nanomachines to erode Filgaia and to bring about terraforming. If only we had a generator like Yggdrasil, we wouldn't be held up by such trifling matters. Who could have removed the core generator from the Yggdrasil system?
Yggdrasil's generator output possesses great power, enough to regulate the entire planet. In order to control this tremendous output, one needs to be endowed with the wisdom of Hyades, like us. Could it be Werner's doing? Or was there another survivor besides Werner and us from that tragic accident?
Dealing with the uncertain factors go hand in hand with executing a plan. If the current situation is displeasing, you must overcome the problem. I have given you the power to do just that.
I understand, sire.
Yeah, I didn't hear that laugh at all when I was actually playing the game. I, too, am in search of finding the cause of Filgaia's decay. Not the actual source of the decay, but clues leading up to the accident. Or rather, the incident. I linger here full of regret, investigating every phenomenon, leaving no stone unturned. Yes, now I know, Daddy. You left Mom and I so you can fight for the sake of Filgaia. I did it because Because you didn't want us to worry? Don't be so selfish. Sometimes Mom's favorite flowers were placed in front of her grave. That was you, wasn't it, Daddy? Those flowers gave me hope that maybe someday you might return. I would have been much better off if I had given you up. I'm sorry, Virginia. Are you leaving by yourself again? We're all striving for the same goal. We all want a brighter future for this planet, right? So, I just want to atone for my sins. That's all. Daddy! If the hypothesis about Lee Halt using nanomachines to demonize Filgaia is true, he would most likely go after the Great Generator and try to gather massive amounts of energy. Philadelphia, there you may find what they're after. Philadelphia? I do not deserve to see the future with you all. It is you who must blaze a trail to Filgaia's future. Daddy, why won't you let me be with you? I wonder what Philadelphia actually means. That name does ring a bell. I remember it from the documentary records. The aerial city of Philadelphia was the floating city of the Neo-Sapiens. A floating city? Where? You can't see it. Actually, I didn't mean to get your hopes up, but according to the records, Philadelphia fell from the sky long ago. It is difficult to fathom how a city so big could float in the sky, and for what purpose. Oh, well, at least we know where to head next. Okay, everyone, let's gear up for Philadelphia. Please, don't feel obligated. I'm sure you would rather go find your father. Don't worry about me. I want to do this. Very well. Can I ask you something? Why is it so difficult to express your feelings in words? Your heart may mean one thing, but it comes out the opposite when you say it. Words do not express feeling. Feeling is expressed from the heart, and I strongly believe that feelings can be shared without words. Come on, everybody, let's run. I don't know where this Philadelphia fell, but it had to have left a mark somewhere. I mean, it being a big city and all. Let's go find it. Come on, let's run. Let's track them down, and also... Oh boy. So this is where I called it an episode for the day, and I'm realizing now that this is less than 20 minutes. So I guess sorry for the short episode length on this one. I'm really sorry about the audio issues that, like, it was in the recording. I couldn't do anything about it. There was no fixing it. But next time is Philadelphia. That's the plan. I need to double check the walkthrough, make sure I'm not missing anything, but should be Philadelphia. Anyway, I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.